Hey, hotties. I'm back. I was on hiatus for many things. And first of all, let's get right into it. I'm sorry to my one supporter who paid for my Patreon. I opened that up thinking that no one would support me yet, so I thought I could forget about it until I thought I could forget about it until I guess I was more recognized, or I had more thoughts about things. I guess I wasn't thinking much of it, and one supporter sent money through Patreon, and I didn't know until July, and I wanted to respond as soon as possible, but I felt so incredibly bad that it was taking a toll on my mental health that I avoided it like the plague. And I'm extremely sorry. I felt like a scammer, and I felt really, really bad. But I sent money. I sent their money back through Patreon. I sent their money back through PayPal. I really hope they accept it. Because I feel really bad that I received money and did not give them a service, and I continued to post after that, not realizing, because they messaged me basically showing me such support, and it was beautiful, and I felt really bad. I felt really bad that they gave me money as well. My idea behind the Patreon was Lovely Inc., the company who makes Evermore. They were giving me so much crap about copyright strikes and everything, and I thought I would release the full videos over there, and maybe add some extra things, but later on I realized that I can post the full video, but I just have to add a couple videos here and there, which that's great and all, but ultimately I completely forgot about the Patreon. There was no use for the Patreon, and someone actually sent money, and I was like, oh, this is bad. I feel like a scammer. It's normally in these situations I tend to run away from the situation and try to forget about it, but I feel I feel like this person's a very young person, and I don't and they're a supporter, so I don't want to I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt him in any way like that. I feel extremely bad. I really do feel extremely bad, and I hope they see this, and I hope they accept the money that I sent through PayPal, because on Patreon it shows the email, and that was the only email that I saw from them. So I was like, okay, I'll send the money through PayPal, because that was the only way to do it. Otherwise, if it was through because Patreon has a 90-day limit, after 90 days you can't refund them, which I think is ridiculous. I think I should refund them as soon as I see it, as I didn't provide a service, and I feel bad, and I don't I hope they accept the money from PayPal. As the whole idea behind Patreon, I had little ideas, and I never did them. I never did them, and I feel like I hurt someone in the process. Yeah, normally for these situations I tend to run, but again, I'm dealing with young people, young supporters of me, and you guys deserve way more respect than that. I was in a situation, right? A good example is I was in a situation that involved a certain kind of people, sending I guess sending gifts to me for certain reasons. It's nothing like that, but it's this happened about 5 years ago, and these certain people, they do that because you've already provided a service of being attractive enough. And the reason why it's so easy to run away from something like that is because I'm not saying they don't deserve respect, but they clearly don't respect you. So when you're in a place that clearly doesn't respect you in any way, shape, or form, I had no respect for myself at that time, but so I was clearly in a place that had clearly had no respect for me, and it was really bad for my mental health. So ignoring those people, despite the fact that they obviously want more of you, ignoring those people was the best solution. And I really hope people don't, I really hope you people do not put yourself in that situation. You deserve but if you ever find yourself in a situation like that, it's okay to run. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to ignore these kinds of people, because again, they have no respect for you. Whereas I feel people supporting me obviously respect me to some degree, if as a performer, because I started this, but it's nice, but yeah, it's a way different situation, right? And I started this channel for fun, and then I ended up taking it way too seriously, and I didn't realize how much it was taking a toll on my mental health until September 2022. Something happened around then, and then I've lost a lot of my motivation. I was slowly losing my motivation, but that was the time where it just it drastically changed. And again, I started this channel for fun, and I took it way too seriously eventually, and I just want to go back to the days where I was having fun on this channel, and I was a whole different person just having fun, and people close to me were supporting me, because they'll watch my videos and then they'll be like, oh my gosh, you're so funny, and and then I'm not saying that I don't random people saying the same thing. I love that random people are saying the same thing. I want people to enjoy my content in some way, shape, or form, in any way they want to, even if you're just watching it in the background and you just want some fake drama. I totally understand, right? Sometimes real drama is too much, but I feel bad. I feel like a scammer, and I never want someone to think of me as a scammer. I'm not saying that I'm a perfect person, right? By all means, I'm not saying I steal. If this was a big company though, if it was from a big company, I wouldn't have given two shits about it. Why? Because they're not going to be affected in any way, shape, or form from it. You know what I mean? And I don't mean like I steal, right? I don't steal, right? But like sometimes like a big company will like, okay, let's say you online shop, right? I online shop all the time. Like, well, let's say you online shop, right? And an item doesn't come within a month. I live in Australia. I don't know if you could tell by my voice and accent. It is obviously a different variation of Australian. It is definitely not Sheila. But so I live in Australia, so a lot of parcels come in pretty late. I know it's like a new concept to like everyone else in the world. It's so funny. I'm hearing about people like losing interest in their package when it doesn't come in 2 days, and I'm like, honey, what? That's express post in Australia, and you would have to like buy it from, like, you would have to send it from Australia to even get it within 2 days in Australia, and that's if you're fucking lucky, right? So like, you know, sometimes parcels will take a month. And like you go to a company and you go, hey, it's been over a month and I haven't received my package yet. And a lot of the times, and not a lot of the times, sometimes they'll go, oh, do you want a second product or do you want us to refund you the money? And you get the product anyways, right? You get it when you get it. You have the refunded money. And like whatever option you choose is like, obviously you benefit from it. Like, you know, I'm not saying like I've never done that, right? Because I clearly have. And I'm sure a lot of people have. Like, don't even. Like, these big companies will never accept it. If YouTube sent me money, right? And they said, do this. And, like, I didn't do it. And I took the money and I ran. I wouldn't have given a flying shit about it. Because, again, like, how's YouTube going to be affected by it? How's, like, any big company going to be affected by something like that? But this is a person who gave me hard-earned cash, and I feel pretty bad. They're young. I'm like pretty sure they're younger than me, right? They gave me hard-earned cash, and like I took it without providing a service, and I feel so incredibly bad. And I really do hope they accept the money. I really do. So updates also that have been affecting like uploads and, you know, this whole ordeal in general, was that I've been going from my current home to my home, so from my current home to my, home state, back and forth, all for teeth. And this got me to have like a metal cemented in my mouth, preparing for surgery. So I had surgery on my mouth, and what I had was called an asami. I think it's called an asami. So where they cut open. So they took wisdom teeth, but they also cut open the roof of my mouth. And what that metal does is you get like this little wrench thing, and you twist the metal. And what that does is, because your mouth is split, it's easy to separate, right? So I've had this metal in my mouth for more than like 6 months. I'm taking it out like this month, which, oh my God, thank God. But so basically, I've had this metal in my mouth for a very long time because my mouth has been healing, has been like closing up, and it's still pretty like, it's still pretty sore, still pretty tender from like the surgery and all that. And they told me I needed surgery for braces because my mouth is too narrow. So they widened up the roof of my mouth. And I've had this metal in my mouth to keep it, not only to separate my mouth to make it wider, but to keep it intact while my mouth is healing. So it doesn't go back to its normal state. Oh my God. Like every movement I would make, I had a nosebleed. I hated it. And I ended up watching Chinese drama. Horrible. So another Chinese drama. I mean, the Chinese drama, listen, they're crazy. Chinese drama is crazy. I love it. I can't look away, but it is crazy. They always go full out. anyways, aside from the point, so I had to like only eat. I had to only eat like soft and liquid type foods. So in order to like not go like in order to like eat normal amount of calories, because I was only eating soup and protein shakes, I was also I had to also drink protein water, which helped a lot. It was really good. So I do recommend protein water when you're like, you know, when you need like extra like calories for things, especially after surgery. And plus, like, sometimes milk gets like I didn't realize how much like I would hate milk until surgery, and I had to like drink protein milk, and I hated it. Like at one point I was like, I couldn't finish any of the milk because it was just so like, I wanted to puke. I like at one point I just wanted to puke. I hated it. But yeah, I couldn't like do much because of my mouth. So after surgery, about a couple months after surgery, eventually they gave me braces. So I finally got braces after about, I would say, so I would say about almost 2 decades. So I've been waiting almost 2 decades for braces, and I finally got them. And you know, there's some like parts, like, it's so weird, right? I've had one mouth formation my whole life, and now I look at my mouth and I'm like, it's somewhat normal. And I know that like braces are a lifetime thing. Like, even when you take them out, you still need like retainers and stuff. I know braces are like a lifetime thing. And like knowing that now, I'm glad I got the surgery. Like, there's a lot of, because I had like a lot of breathing problems, and now I don't really have those breathing problems anymore, which, oh my gosh. So that's it. It's nice. It is nice. But yeah, before, when I had the narrow mouth and the metal, it was horrible. It was just horrible, because like I could barely spit. Like, I can't spit now, but I can barely spit now, but I could not spit at all with the metal in my mouth. Like, you know, just giving y'all an idea of what I can't do with this metal in my mouth thing. But yeah, so that's what happened. So update on this channel. I want to say I want to upload every single week, like, cause like, you know, I want to upload every single week. But I don't know if that's realistic. So what I'm planning is I just upload when I upload, and I want to stream more on Twitch, because it is a lot easier to, like, you know, set up and then upload, though there are some like little problems that I want to try and fix. So yeah, updates. Also updates. I finished all of the calls in Daichu's route. I haven't edited them or uploaded them, because I want to upload the full thing. And I've also done chapters for Kyosuke's route, and I can't wait to upload them, edit them, and upload them to show you guys. I also can't wait to do what's his name, Mr. Manager Man's route. Can't wait for that one. I know it's one that a lot of people have been anticipating, and yeah, so I also want to upload more frequently on my other channels as well. And yeah, I think that's it. So what I've learned from this situation that's affecting my mental health is that, like, what I've learned is don't start something you can't finish, obviously. Obviously, like, think about the long terms, because unfortunately, I'm so stupid. I tend to jump into things without really, like, thinking about them. I think about them, but, like, for short term, right? Think about them, start them, but I can never finish them. And so, like, I need to, like, not do that. Just, like, you know, think about the long term and maybe just wait it out, or just don't do it at all, right? Just, you know, keep going with the flow, rather than, like, only evolve when it's, like, only evolve when it's beneficial for, like, everyone involved. If I'm just gonna feel the way that I did about the way that I do about the whole Patreon thing, like, I really gotta start thinking about that. Like, you know, if I'm gonna start something, make sure I won't feel this way. So that's what I learned, and I hope the person accepts the money I sent back on PayPal. I sent them the money back on PayPal, and the reason why I probably didn't think anything of it, because, like, my bank tells me when money is being sent to me, right? I feel like what happened was, because I do remember, like, some weird transaction with Patreon. I do remember that. What I feel like happened was, I thought to myself, oh, maybe Patreon took more money than intended, so maybe they just owe me money, which is so stupid. Because, again, like, I wouldn't have cared, because, like, you know, government does that all the time. So I hope they accept my money. I'm so sorry to that one Patreon subscriber. I don't know if I can say their name. I don't know if they want me to say their name. If they want to show themselves, that is completely up to them. I 100% support it. Yeah. So I hope. I promise I will do better. I have learnt from this situation, and I look forward to everyone seeing new videos, and I hope you all have a good day or night, and thank you for watching.